Did you know that there's more to voting than just marking an X beside the name or symbol of your favored candidate? Let me introduce you to preferential voting, in which you mark your first preference, your second preference, and your third preference, which in an election like this is all the more important because political analysts believe that no one candidate will receive the required 50% plus one to be declared a clear candidate. So what happens in a situation like this? Well, the second and third preferences are counted. And here's an example of what that looks like. Let's imagine we have 100 valid votes and 5 candidates, A, B, C, D, and E. Candidate A gets 40 votes, candidate B gets 35 votes, candidate C gets 15 votes, candidate D gets 6 votes, and candidate E gets 4 votes. That makes up 100. In this case, it is clear that not one candidate has got the required 50% plus 1 to be declared a clear winner. What happens now is that the 2 frontrunners are temporarily moved aside, and the ballots of the remaining candidates, that is the ballots for C, D, and E, are re-examined. Now, if these ballots have simply been marked with an X or a 1, they will be moved aside as well. But if the second and third preferences of C, D, and E are for A and B, these are allotted accordingly and the total vote is counted again. And a winner is declared based on who gets the highest votes. But here's an interesting fact. If the votes for A and B are still the same, even after counting the preferential votes for C, D, and E, then the winner is chosen through a coin toss. But this has not happened in Sri Lanka previously. In fact, this may be the first time preferential counting takes place in a Sri Lankan election because, as I said, analysts predict that no one candidate will receive the required 50% plus 1 to be declared a clear winner. I hope you understand now why it is so important to mark your preferential vote this election.